Peace, peace, peace. This is your humble hip-hop sales coach, Tiger Toledo, and you already know what it is, man. You rocking with the best. You heard? Okay, so today we are going to be talking about time pressure. Time pressure. Time pressure is a very unique sales tactic. Some of the things that you could use for time pressure is the faster you can persuade the other person to decide, the more likely you are to get what you want. Now let me explain that. The reason why you want to apply time pressure is because when people know that an offer has an expiration date or expiration time on there, they are quicker to act on impulse than if you gave them time to think about it. I'll give you an example. Children are really good at that, right? Now, children will go down a grocery store and they'll go down the aisle and they see all the stuff that they want. Sometimes they'll grab it, maybe a box of cereal that they wanted beforehand, and put it into the cart and be like, oh, I want this cereal. And you're like, this cereal might be too sweet. I don't want to get it for the kid, right? So it gives you time to think about it. And you take the box of cereal and put it in another aisle, when they're not looking. Now, another way a child can use time pressure effectively is if, and grocery stores know this very, very well, they put all the candy and stuff right by the cash register. So as soon as you're putting all of your stuff on that moving dolly, the little kid sees something that they like on the side of the cash register, they'll grab a Nutella or maybe some gum or something like that, and they put it on top of the conveyor belt. Boom. Then they just go ahead and grab it, and you'd look at it and you'd be like, whatever. And you just go ahead and pay for it. That is time pressure, because other people are on that line waiting for you to go through. You don't want to argue with your child. You just go ahead and you purchase it just to keep the flow of everything going. Okay. So another thing would be, the longer you give people time to think about it, the less chance you have of getting what you want. That's just what it is. There is something called information overload. If you give a person too much information, they need to go sort it out in their brain. They need to go sit down and think about what that is. So when you give a person too much time to think about it, you're going to have to follow up with them now. You're going to have to, try to rehash the deal, resell them, and that's time consuming. So you definitely want to put a little time pressure on them. This is more of an aggressive sales style. So this isn't for, the faint, the very, lackadaisical type of salesperson. This is for that hard-nosed salesperson. This time pressure. Okay. Now, if you give the other person time to think of a change to your proposal, it will probably be a change that benefits them and not you. Because in the negotiating process, of course, you're going to see what's going to work in your favor more than the other person's favor. So again, you want to put the time pressure, because the longer the customer takes time to think about the situation, they are going to make or ask for concessions that work better for them and not you. Okay? Learn from your children. Learn from your children, because they ask you for things that are very last moment, because they instinctively know that under time pressure, you become more flexible. Kids are very good in twisting and bending their parents to make concessions. Think about the last time your child wanted something. I'm going to take them to the local Walmart or something and see what kind of tactics they're using on you to get you to purchase certain items that you weren't even thinking about purchasing. Heck, you went in there for some bread and some butter, and next thing you know, you're walking out with a Lego Play-Doh set. So learn from your kids. Your kids are instinctively keen to applying time pressure to their parents for them to draw out the results that they're looking for. Lastly, let the people know that the opportunity that you're offering won't be around very long. You have to apply some type of time pressure. And some of the things that I will recommend that you can use will be like, maybe if you're online, apply a countdown clock. Hey, this special ends on this time. Black Friday is really good at that. They're like, hey, take advantage of this Black Friday sale, because if you don't take advantage of this now, you will not be able to take part of these amazing savings, right? So a countdown clock is phenomenal to use when you're applying time pressure. Another way you can apply time pressure would be limited quantities. Limited quantities drives people to act quickly, because especially if it's something that they want, they'll act quickly to purchase that product or service. Because if you say there's only 23 left, we already sold 14 of them, you better act now before it runs out. Whenever they do limited quantities, you could do two things. You can either charge more because it's in a limited run, and you can get the customer to act more quickly because there is a limited amount, a limited quantity of that product or service. So just wanted to drop that with you guys. If you have any questions, holla at your boy. Leave a comment, like, share this if you're feeling it. If you're feeling the vibe, join the tribe and subscribe. I'm giving you guys a couple of free gifts. Just go to the description bar below and click onto some of the free gifts that I have for you guys. And until next time, peace and prosperity and love to you and your family. Peace.